Shively police are investigating a crash between a motorcycle and a car. This happened around 5:30 yesterday evening at the intersection of 7th Street Road and Arcade Avenue. Police say one person was taken to a local hospital with life-threatening injuries. All parties involved did stay at the scene. No charges are expected as of now.
Jeffersonville police are looking for a 19-year-old connected to a deadly shooting. Police say they responded to Copp Avenue just before 10:30 Saturday morning. Officers found a 34-year-old man who'd been shot. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Police identified the suspected shooter as 19-year-old Anthony White. White is believed to have connections in both Jeffersonville and Louisville.
Jeffersonville police are also investigating a death on Indiana Avenue, about a half-mile from the Big Four station. This also happened Saturday morning. When officers arrived, they found the body of 45-year-old James Truman inside his apartment. Police say he'd been shot. Anyone with information about either of these shootings is urged to call that anonymous tip line in Jeffersonville. It's on your screen, 812-218-TIPS. Today, we will learn who will get the few licenses for medical cannabis dispensaries in Kentucky.
They'll be picked at the Kentucky Lottery offices here in Louisville. So we've got Jim Stratman joining us now with more on this. Jim, we know that the majority of the state going to find out what these businesses are today. 9
out of the 11 cannabis regions here in Kentucky going to find out those dispensaries today. The only 2 exceptions, though, well, they're pretty big ones. Kentuckiana's region, which includes Jefferson County, and the Bluegrass region, which includes Fayette County. Now, the Kentucky Office of Medical Cannabis said it received more than 4,000 applications for dispensaries. That pool going to be drilled down to just 48 total. 36 of those, we're going to find those out today. On December 16th, regions including Louisville and Lexington will be drawn. The state says these cities will also receive an additional drawing because of their size. Governor Andy Beshear says today's process will be very similar to last month's lottery. That's when we learned who could grow and process cannabis in the state. For that drawing, more than 900 companies filed applications. The state chose 16 cultivators and 10 processors spread around the Commonwealth. Jefferson County and Bullitt County each received 1 cultivation and 1 processing license. Today's drawing is set to begin at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the Kentucky Lottery here in Louisville. Again, Louisville and Lexington not going to be included in this drawing. We'll take a closer look at the counties in our area that will be announced today, coming up here in the next half hour. Grace, Eric?
All right, Jim, thank you. The former Letcher County Sheriff will be back in court today after his formal indictment for the murder of District Judge Kevin Mullins. Mickey Stein was indicted last week on a charge of murder of a public official. Surveillance video from inside the judge's chambers, which was presented in court, shows the 2 men talking before Stein pulls out a gun. Now, the video shows Stein fire that gun multiple times from different angles before leaving. Police say the argument occurred after Stein saw his teenage daughter's number on the judge's phone. Stein will be back in court at noon.
A Louisville man is facing charges after being arrested for a sexual assault on the University of Kentucky campus. 21-year-old Saif Al-Kafaji was arrested at the Louisville airport on Saturday on charges of sexual abuse and indecent exposure. Police say he assaulted the victim on November 10th as they were walking near the intersection of Rose Street and Euclid Avenue. Police say they also connected Al-Kafaji to a separate report of indecent exposure.
A local barbershop and some community advocates have teamed up to fight gun violence in Louisville. They're talking to young people about the dangers of guns and the importance of conflict resolution. WHAS11's Ian Hardwood and photojournalist Levi Hammer take us inside that conversation.
With over 100 homicides and nearly 400 shootings in Louisville this year, the impact of gun violence is something even the kids feel. But at London's Barbershop on Shepherdsville Road, they're trying to build the village that can put an end to it.
You know what I'm saying? To have kids open up and talk to us, that's a blessing in itself.
In return, shop owner Marcus London gave his own blessing, a fresh cut.
Because if you look good, you feel good.
While organizer Will Pitts mentored the talk he calls Cut Out the Beef.
Take this love and spread it.
Most of the room agreed. Having positive figures and a purpose in life moves people off the path to violence. So Pitts brought LMPD officer Deuce Hillrick to the talk.
You don't know how your words affect somebody else.
Who preached the importance of having face-to-face conversations. Across generations, fingers pointed at social media, blaming it for a feedback loop that fuels disagreement. That's what 17-year-old Chris Wilson thought.
And then it just goes back in a circle and it's all built up. And I feel like that's where it probably where it come from. Like when I see you, then it's automatically on 10.
Turning tensions down from 10, that's the skill Pitts hopes the children pick up from the sit down.
Let's love on each other, man, and be very responsible for your I call it your clique, your friends, your group of guys.
In Louisville, Ian Hardwitt, WHAS11, on your side.
The LMPD recently outlined a new strategy to combat violent crime. It focuses on 3 key areas. First, police will use data to target where crime is happening most and put more resources there. Second, they'll take a closer look at repeat offenders, violent offenders that is. And finally, the LMPD wants to strengthen neighborhood relationships through increased police presence and face-to-face interactions.